We've been looking at arrays. We're going to look at something called matrices today, and we're going to see how to implement it with just the regular elements we've been looking at, and then we're going to take a look at applying that to multi-dimensional arrays, and see then how can we use arrays to do something a little bit more practical than just adding numbers together. Okay, so I got my application here. I'm going to let's see, drop on plain text, I guess. Come over here for the name, delete that, or the text, I should say. The ID, I'll call this ed underscore a. I'm going to resize that. Get it online, do you? I'm going to drop a number on there. I'll call this one ed underscore a. Okay, so I'm going to take that, copy that, and paste it. Okay, there's a. I'm going to name this one ed underscore b. This one I'll put down here ed underscore c. And I'm just going to drop this on here. I don't think I saved much time by pasting that. And this is going to be ed underscore d. Okay, so now I'm going to do four more over here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So. Oh, thank you. Okay, those might need to be adjusted for size later on, but okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Now I'm going to have a button on here. And I'm going to have this say add, or button add, I should say. And this will say add here. This is going to add these two matrices together. So I need to put some code in to retrieve these. So I come down here, I got button, public, void, button, add. Yeah, I've done this so many times, you think I would think about that. And then we got edit, text, and then I call it T1. Let's try it again. Edit text T1. Find view by ID, r dot ID dot add a. Maybe I'll call this T underscore A, so I can easily keep them separated. Now I'm going to need 7 more, so I'll paste that. 5, 6, 7. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and B, C, D, E, F.
You did G.
What did I do?
You did.
Oh, I did. Yeah. And H. Okay, so I'll bring those in. Now I need, say, doubles. Sometimes E is a bad letter to use, but I'm going to try it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. In some languages, E is used for exception handling. But I don't see a little red squiggly, so it must be fine. Then I'll say A is equal to double dot parse double of T underscore A. Dot get text dot toString. And of course, I'm going to repeat that for all the letters. So 7 times. 6, 7. So I got B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And over here, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Okay. Now this is going to bring in all of our numbers. We're going to click add, and we want it to add these two matrices together. Now, let me talk about that. Assuming probably nobody's worked with matrices before. Is that a true statement?
What is it?
Matrices?
Matrices.
Yeah. You use matrices constantly. Probably use them 2 million times a day. Seem weird to use matrices 2 million times a day. what it keeps track of in a video game. You know, a 3D video game, if you play that at all, your position in that 3D world is kept track of with a 4x4 matrix.
Right.
Now, a matrix is just a rectangular array of numbers. So how they can get you to respawn somewhere is they just set those numbers in a matrix. Each time you do any kind of movement on your in your game and it's reflected, like you move just a little bit, that's a matrix multiplication, which we'll talk about here shortly. So when you think of how many movements you make, each time you see it change just a little bit, that's a matrix calculation. If you play 15 minutes, 20 minutes of video games, and you're probably seeing, 500,000 million matrix calculations. It's why the old consoles used to overheat. When you're sitting there doing a gazillion math calculations, it overheats. Okay. I don't know if the equation editor is still on here or not. Yeah, it is. I hate this high dots. Oh, that's just insane. I can't see that at all. Okay, let me go to the equation here. Brackets. I think that's a bracket. Click in here. I'll put a matrix in here, a 2x2. And let's say this is A, B, C, and D. And I'm adding together another matrix. Do what? Yeah, I had to do the bracket first, though. Not that it really matters. Same the principle. E, F, G, and H. How are you going to add those together? I wonder if I could do a bracket here. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to copy that for future ones. When you're adding matrices, what you're going to do, add together corresponding entries. This will be A plus E. So the first row, first column here, and the first row and first column here. This one will be B plus F. This one will be D plus C plus G. This one will be D plus H. So we're programming that in. We're programming adding these matrices together. Well, I need to have some place to put it, don't I? So I'm going to highlight those, and I'm going to copy, Control C. How can that Control C not work on that? Let's try it again. Highlight those, right click, choose copy, and choose paste. Where in the world did they go, though? Bigger question is, how can I select them? There. Okay. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to move them one at a time again.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where I put my answer. So I need to call this something.
Yeah, answer one.
Answer 1? Yeah, that'd be good.
2 through 4. Go.
Here. There we go. So now going back to my, I better set my constraints before it puts everything up in the up left-hand corner. So I'll go ahead and clear them and then click my magic wand. Okay. So I need some more. Copy those. Paste them. Answer 1. Answer 2. Answer 3. Answer 4. And this will be answer 1. Answer 2. Answer 3. And answer 4. I also need down here answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, answer 4. Okay, now I've brought in A, B, C, so on. So now answer 1 is going to equal to A plus E. Answer 2 is going to equal to B plus F. Answer 3, C plus G. And answer 4 is going to be D plus H. And now we need to write those back out. So T underscore answer 1 dot set text double dot toString of answer 1. And I'll paste that 3 times. Oh, helps if you actually push enter instead of shift. Stupid software. Interpret what I want. Don't have my tables. Don't have my shelves.
Yeah, JC, where's the table?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I just want answers. I want answers.
You want answers.
Into your spot.
You can't handle the truth.
Into your spot accordingly. I don't understand it. You respond.
It'll be like he'd be like Christmas once I get my tables and shelves. Of course, now I need to attach. Here's my button, and I go to the on click, do the drop down, choose button add.
I'm more concerned about the blinds. I'm blind.
He promised yesterday. He came in. He came in during your class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He promised to be like a week or 2.
You better be true on this problem.
I have to hunt him down if he doesn't bring him in.
Hunt him down.
Shoot him down.
Now we'll see if it works.
They burn.
Why do you think your laptop is faster? You think it's the drive, the SSD?
That could be. That's like my C drive. But I have the GPU acceleration thing turned on for NVIDIA because my card is one of NVIDIA's newer ones. It's the 1070 Max Q.
Yeah.
And they released it not too long ago in the slim design. because they wanted to be able to make a thin and light laptop that you could take around with you, but also still capable of running like the newest games.
Oh.
So they created the GTX 1070 Max Q, and it's really good. Because these are like workstations. So I don't know if they have GPU acceleration enabled. So whenever it's graphically rendering something, GPU acceleration enables both sides, because both of these have a desktop grade graphics card and integrated graphics.
I have to take a look at it one of these times, see if it's I don't know if it's enabled or not. Now notice here, 1 plus 5 is 6, 2 plus 6 is 8, 3 plus 7 is 10, 4 plus 8 is 12. That's what it should do. So that's the addition.
Yeah, I look at your code.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Maybe if I put the.
It's one of those two, either the SSD or the graphics card.
Now I'm going to have you program in subtraction, multiplication, and then something called the determinant. And for the subtraction, you can probably figure out what you're going to do. You're going to subtract the corresponding elements. Now, multiplication is a little bit different. It's actually kind of weird. You're going to take A times E plus B times G for that first one. Here, you'll have A times F plus B times H. This one, you'll have C times E plus D times G. Yeah. C times F plus D times H. Let me just double check that. A times E times plus B times G, A times F, B times H, C times E, plus D times G, C times F times E times H. What you're doing is like you're taking this row times this column. You're taking this row times this column. You're taking this row times this column. And then you're taking this row times this column. But that's your subtraction. Now the last one, the determinant. And I'll just put DET in front of it. Is equal to, and it's actually a number, it's not a matrix. A times D minus B times C. So these will return a 4x4 matrix. This just returns a number.
Yeah, I'm going to take a picture of that.
Okay.
I'm already to it.
Cool.
Now you're going to find that the coding isn't too hard on this, but it's tedious. Wasn't it tedious for us creating those 4x4 matrices?
Yeah.
You know, just copied, pasted, and so forth. Well, it gets worse when you get into 3x3 or 4x4, and that's where we'll see the power of matrices. Multidimensional matrices will help us.
So we're going to have like, we're going to have a lot of boxes.
You'll have a lot of boxes.
Can you not just write that to the same text box? Why?
You could for the subtraction and multiplication. Like if you wanted to have, and that's your design choice. He's asking, can you just have buttons over here one that says add, one that says subtract, one that says multiply, and depending upon which one you click, it updates these. You can. And then also the determinant will be a little bit different. You have to have a place for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rest of the time work on that, and then you probably won't take you the entire time, so you can have the rest of the time after that work on past projects.
Hey, can you